Welcome to another episode of A Traveling Perspective, this time coming from one of my favorite countries in the world, Thailand. This episode will explore food, culture, and travel tips from both Bangkok and Chiang Mai, as well as a little surprise at the end. Let's get traveling. One of my first tips is if you arrive in Bangkok in the morning after 24 hours plus of flying, force yourself to stay awake and hit the ground running. As you start to really feel it, head to the famous backpacker/tourist hangout of Khao San Road. There's not much cultural value here, admittedly, but there is cheap Thai beer, great street food, and world-class people watching all night long. Shop a variety of stalls for just about anything imaginable, but make sure you grab some roti while you do it. Let's see how it's made. Erin, what is roti? Yeah, well, what is it?
It's like a batter that you fry up, kind of like a crepe, and then you put whatever you want on it. So in this case, we have Nutella. We can also do honey or bananas or scorpions.
There is also a variety of insects on offer, and I wanted to take this opportunity to destigmatize these lovely sources of protein.
I'm gonna try some cricket. Looks like there's some silkworm or grubworm, and there's a scorpion. So let's go for it. So I'm gonna go for the cricket first. Keep in mind the roti that we just showed you that Erin was eating, we have a little bit of that in the background. So in case I need a little chocolate chaser, a little hazelnut chaser, I can have it. But here's the cricket down the hatch. All right, take it easy. I mean, it's not great, but it's crunchy. There's a little salt to it. She threw some salt on top. But genuinely, it kind of feels like bugs insides. We're gonna go for the silkworm now. Give that a shot.
Yum, yum.
If I can ever stab the thing. Actually, it's actually a little bit better. Very dry. Very dry. As Erin laughs. It's like a dry piece of meat almost. That's actually not that bad. Alright, scorpion time. I watched a guy earlier and he removed, knock it off. He removed the tail. So we'll remove the stinger like that. And I guess I'll go for the talon first. Doesn't sound good, but I feel like I need to sit down for this one. Alright. So I mean, like, the talon is all crunch, you know what I mean? There's nothing else to it. You can't even really say that's bad, other than that there's hair on it, but yeah, it's all crunch. Alright, I'm gonna go for the body. Over its head. Yeah, it's still all crunch. I honestly think the scorpion was like the least bad of the three. So I think that's about all I'm gonna finish, but I'm pretty proud of myself. None of it's that bad. It just tastes like you're crunching on little bones of a bug, you know? So if you're comfortable with that, eat all the bugs you want in Thailand.
After my dinner, we took a quick grab ride to our hotel to enjoy our rooftop pool and took in the city to end our first night in Bangkok. The next day, as we were walking near the Grand Palace, we were offered a 40 baht Tooktook ride around Bangkok. Now, I knew this scam well and wanted to see it for myself. Basically what happens is a tuk-tuk driver will offer you a ride to see a number of sites within Bangkok, likely 4 to 5 of the top tourist sites as they claim, which will take about an hour and cost you 40 baht, or around $1 US. The ruse is that the tuk-tuk drivers receive gasoline vouchers, as seen here, from the owners of a variety of shops like tailors and jewelers to take you there as part of the tour to get you to buy high-priced items like suits and jewelry. There is a fair amount of hard selling once you get into the shops, which we encountered in the suit shop that we entered ourselves. But if you stick to your guns and firmly tell them that you do not want to buy anything after a bit of looking around, it's not much of a hassle for a cheap tour around the city via Tooktook.
Erin, why were you ringing that?
Lucky. 3 times. Well, 2.
If you get roped into this, or really any other scam abroad, don't bother getting upset about it when you realize what's happening. Politely but firmly make it clear that you are not parting with your money, and respect the fact that these folks are trying to earn a living and business is just done differently outside of your own country. Oftentimes, it's just another funny story to tell from your trip abroad.
Erin, what do you think of your first tuk-tuk ride? Pretty solid.
After working up an appetite from our tour, we had our driver drop us off at the world-famous Boat Noodle Alley, which is fairly easy to find along the canal next to Victory Monument. Erin and I love the boat noodles we get from our local Thai place in Boston, so we had to try out the real stuff once in Bangkok.
So we're at Best of Boat Noodles in Best of Boat Noodle Alley, and we just ordered. You get to pick from the sign, and they bring you a bucket of noodles, and you can point out what ones you want, what type of soup that you want. So there is thickened with pork split, thickened with beef, spicy and sour sweet pork, and then the Untitled noodles, which I think is like a fish type of noodles. So I'm doing all 3 of these, and I'm not doing the fish. And then John, I think you just got a few of each of these, with some of the different types of noodles. So I'm gonna try it out here.
Due to the low price and small portions, you will often see dozens of finished bowls piled up on each table, and often restaurants will give you something like a small soda for purchasing 10 or more bowls.
So we just got our first boat noodles. I think these are the beef ones. Each dish is about 12 baht, so that's like about 30-40 cents in US dollars. And as you can see, they're very small, so you order a lot of them. So cyclists like John will probably eat about 10 to 20 of them.
Although with fame often comes hordes of tourists, we appeared to be one of just a few there at the time. Largely it seemed to be students coming for a cheap meal after a long day at school. Outside of the food, it is an incredible experience walking along the canal as you pass a handful of these restaurants and all of the amazing sights and smells that come with that.
All right, Erin, how did we do?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13 bowls.
Okay, well, that was showing. Not our strongest, not our weakest. Come back for more tomorrow.
Knowing we had more time in Bangkok later in the trip, we only spent about a day and a half there to start our Thailand tour before taking a flight up north to my favorite city in Thailand, surrounded by a gorgeous moat, Chiang Mai, for some more outdoorsy activities.
Erin, what are we doing today?
We're going to go see the elephants, and we're going to see them, and we're going to pet them, and we're going to feed them, We're going to ride them.
Yeah, okay, no, we're not gonna ride them. We are going to the Elephant Jungle Sanctuary right now. It is an ethical option to viewing these beautiful creatures. So as Erin said, we are going to wash them, give them the water with them, bathe them, feed them, and all that good stuff. And it's gonna be a lot of fun. We've heard a lot of good things about this place, and we're really excited. So it's 6:30 in the morning. We are in a little song tao here, as you can see. Little open back truck, and making our way to pick up a couple more people, and then we'll make the hour-and-a-half trek out to the Elephant Jungle Sanctuary outside of Chiang Mai, and give you a little update once we get there and change into our traditional Karen tribe outfits.
I die first. I know that everyone like elephant, don't like me.
You stay with elephant too much, get crazy a little bit, okay? Okay, one. Good morning. Sawadee krap. Good morning. My name is D. Mr. D. ABCD. And Mr. Robert. Where are you from, Mr. Robert?
Scotland.
Okay, Scotland. Are you sure? You're not from your mama?
No, yeah.
Okay, everyone. Yeah, we start with feeding elephant first. Okay. Yeah, as everyone knows, yeah, elephant they love eating. You see, yeah, they don't eat only banana. You see, they can eat watermelon, almost any fruit they can eat. Okay.
As you can see from even that short clip, our hosts at the Elephant Jungle Sanctuary were incredible. Dee and those around the property that work with him are committed to making sure these elephants have a great life. In addition to it being bad for the elephants physically, as their spines don't support humans like a horse's does, tours that include riding elephants are often run by people who abuse them and chain them up for long periods of time. The elephants exist purely to perform tricks unnatural to them, and they live a very difficult life. The Elephant Jungle Sanctuary looks to rescue elephants from across Thailand, and fortunately, these tours are becoming increasingly popular with those looking to see the gentle giants up close.
Alright, now that we've fed them their watermelon for the day, we're grabbing some corn up top, bringing it down to feed them some more. Apparently they eat all day long, and they only sleep for about 3 hours a day. So starting at 4 a.m., they're pretty much just continuously feeding them all day long, which sounds like a great life. You alright, Erin?
Yeah.
Oh, it's wet!
Everyone,
Bon Bon!
everyone, don't be scared, son. Okay, go to the sun.
看我。
Just rearranging. He knows how he wants it.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
what's that?
After feeding time, we got to explore a little bit of the grounds themselves, where Dee explained their process of harvesting rice and some of the items that they feed to the elephants. After that bit of education, we got to our most anticipated part of the visit.
Don't worry, we have cheaper. Cheap elephant. Food massage, okay, yeah. Food massage. Massage to elephant. Massage. Bữa nay nó đưa qua đây bữa nay có một chiếc cua đây lo. One bucket.
Seeing and interacting with these beautiful animals in an open environment was truly a phenomenal experience, and after a wonderful lunch before we headed home, I can't recommend this place enough. Now, in addition to getting up close and personal with the elephants of northern Thailand, getting around in Chiang Mai by motorbike is absolutely essential. Not only because you can take these cool staged videos of you riding it for your video's transition shots, but also because it is cheap, quick, and relatively safe. One tip though is to make sure you buy insurance. And if there is rain in the forecast for a journey longer than an hour or so, particularly up steep mountains, car rentals are cheap and easy in Thailand as well.
Where are we going?
We are going to Doi Intanon.
What is that?
Doi Intanon is a mountain, and among other highlights, it is the highest point in Thailand. It's got some waterfalls. It has two really pretty pagodas that are dedicated to the former king and queen, Rama IX and his wife. It was in honor of their birthdays. I think the king's, Rama IX, his was built in like the late 80s, and his wife's pagoda was built in the 90s. And yeah.
Sounds nice. I didn't know any of that. John, what side of the car are you driving on?
I mean, I'm on the left side of the road and the right side of the car. As you saw earlier, we ended up renting a Toyota Yaris, which was the lowest horsepower car that they had, but conveniently the cheapest. Most of the reviews I had read online of driving yourself to Doi Intanon said that this would be fine. I would highly recommend something with a bit more horsepower, however, as numerous times I had my foot on the gas all the way to the floor, and especially in the pouring rain, it is not the most pleasant experience. We did finally make it up Doi Intanon, and I can say it is well worth the trip. Being there in August, we were at the tail end of the rainy season, which obviously meant it was quite wet up top. This, however, made for an incredibly green environment to explore and a lot of rushing water as surround sound wherever you hike to. Doi Intanon's forests were conserved beginning in 1954, and you can find over 360 species of birds here if that's your thing.
Highest point in Thailand. Let's go.
Doi Intanon is actually very near the elephant jungle sanctuary that we went to the previous day, so if you timed it right, you could easily hit both in one day. The aforementioned pagodas, or chetties, dedicated to King Rama IX and his wife, Queen Sirikit, are able to be explored and contain gorgeous stonework depicting Buddhist images on the outside as well. The highlight of all this has to be the garden, complete with a bridge over its pond, where I had a little surprise that I had been planning for a couple of months, waiting for Erin.
There's the bridge. So Erin, what happened when we just went up on that bridge just now?
We got engaged.
Got engaged! So I've been planning this for like weeks and months, and of course the weather did not really cooperate. But as you can see, this place, you know, is beautiful as it is, even in the mist and the rain. But when it's sunny out, this place is stunning. Maybe I can put up a photo or something like that. But it's even more beautiful now with my girl, and we are engaged. We're both very happy, and I think I picked a nice place, and she picked the ring. Shh. But yeah, very lovely. Glad she said yes. Luckiest man in the world.
After all this excitement at the top of the mountain, Doi and Tanan had one more surprise for us as we made our way back down it. We came upon a beautiful tiered rice terrace perfectly positioned in a valley just as the sun was beginning to come out and the clouds and mist were lifting.
This is really cool. Off to the side of the road here, they just have these water, or these rice terraces, and as you can see, you can just walk along them and then sort of see the irrigation and terrace at work. And the rice farming has just been something that's been fascinating to learn more about while we've been here, and it's cool to see it firsthand. So crazy how 10 minutes ago, a 10-minute drive, you know, north up the mountain, we're in like constant rain and mist and whatnot, and then 10 minutes down the mountain, here we are in the rice terraces, and it's just absolutely gorgeous out. A little warm, but that's what you expect in Thailand, right, Erin? Really great. These rice terraces are so beautiful.
Alright John, we get it. You love the terraces. Anyway, thanks so much for watching this first episode of our Thailand trip. This will likely be the most special travel video I ever make as it marked our engagement, but I can't wait to share more next time from this incredible country. Feel free to like, subscribe, and comment what you'd like me to share about Thailand in the next video.